doing extra, right? I think that's important. Do extra. You can do what's required, just to get by, but you can do extra. And when you do extra, it makes you stand out. And especially if you're, working for somebody else, you're in a collab or, whatever, you're an artist in somebody else's studio, you're, no matter what, doing extra for somebody else, when you're working for somebody else, that makes you stand out. People notice that. I know I notice that as an employer, as a studio owner. I notice that. And then doing extra for your own personal self. If you're an entrepreneur and you don't work for somebody, you have no one to answer to, doing extra for your own self, right? Going above and beyond for your own self. Self-care, right? Self-care, boundaries, just lots of things, just doing extra for yourself. We tend to do extra for lots of other people, but sometimes not for our own self. And I think moms, are probably the biggest ones, the largest group of, women out there, moms doing so much extra for their children, and others, that a lot of times they don't do extra for themselves, right? So do extra because you deserve it. You deserve it. And your kids will be just fine. Just fine. They're okay. You've done enough. Done enough for the kids. It's mom's turn now. Go get those eyebrows tattooed. God dang it. Okay. And when you do extra, right, for yourself, it does get you to your dreams quicker. You achieve your goals quicker and more efficiently. So, being prepared. That's a good one. When you're prepared, shows you take responsibility and commitment seriously, and it also shows that you value somebody else's time, right? Just like when you show up early, shows you value somebody else's time. When you show up prepared, that shows you value somebody else's time. I think it also shows and demonstrates that you value and appreciate that opportunity. That opportunity. Really, that's how I take it. Whenever I do a collab or I work on a project with somebody or, whatever it is, and I have a partner or more than one partner, and I'm assigned a task and I'm to show up, this is the date, and present whatever I'm supposed to present or have accomplished, I'm over-prepared. I'm over-prepared because I want to wow them. I want to wow them with what I've come up with. So I actually over-prepare most of the time. Most of the time, I think. Would you say I do, Olivia?
Yeah.
I feel I do. But I don't know if I'm just patting myself on the back.
No, you do. Especially for your podcast.
For my podcast?
Episodes. Yeah.
I think sometimes I think I could be better prepared for the podcasts. But I don't want to be scripted. I don't want to sound too scripted. I want a good outline. So I do work. I do work on the outline, and we were super over prepared with our mics and our lights and our setup and the quality of everything and the production of it all. We had a great mentor, Art, and we learned so much, making sure the quality of the audio was excellent. If they happen to go to YouTube and they like to watch it, the video was, we prepared that way. I do over prepare my outlines, but I don't really practice my outlines too much because then I think you can get too scripted. And I want it to be just like really loose, organic conversation, right? So, but thank you for that. But it's annoying to me when someone shows up not prepared. I personally get super annoyed. I kind of get I get a little offended. I do, and maybe I shouldn't, but I think, but you're the one for this bullet, this particular one, Willow. This is what you said. It shows you value. It also shows you value somebody else's time. And I think you're right, and that maybe that's why I get a little offended.
I think especially because you have so many other things to work on. Like, you don't only have the studio, you have the podcast, you have the store, you have the academy. Like, there's so many things that you could be working on that if someone like comes to you unprepared, then like you're just thinking about everything that you could be doing.
Yeah, it's like
accomplished.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. It wasted my time, and for me, the most precious thing on earth for me is time. That's the most valuable thing for me right now in my career is time. Because you're right, I do a lot of different things, and I still struggle with time management. That was part of my coaching. I got a little scolded for yeah, I did. Well, they want me to like do a rundown of my day, like how my day looks like, this and that, and one thing, I'm getting a little off script here, but this is funny. The one thing is like, so do you like answer Instagram DMs? I'm like, oh yeah. You do? I'm like, well, yeah, doesn't everybody? No. Well, when do you answer them? Well, when they come in. I get on the voicemail and I answer them. Oh, no. Taryn, you're too busy. You got this. No. When do you schedule like your Zoom calls? Because I get a lot of, things coming in for, collabs and product and whatnot. And I'm like, yeah, well, whenever. I just ask them, when are you available? So you ask them, when are you available? I'm like, yeah, you're too nice. You're so not structured. No wonder you're overwhelmed and don't have time for your own projects. You're too accessible. That's what they told me. You're too accessible. That's exactly what she said. And they probably repeated that several times. You're too accessible. You have to streamline things. There has to be like an avenue, right? So we're working on that. But I've always been super accessible to everybody in the industry. Newbies that live in another country, people I've known a long time, other business. I've just always been accessible. But since that coaching session, I think that was 2 weeks ago, I've been processing and swirling around everything that they've said, and then it causes you to really reflect on how I actually spend my time during my day. And I get, you see me, you guys see me. I get pulled off track like crazy. I get distracted like crazy. It's this and that, and so so they were really right. Really right. So I'm working on it. I'm making an outline right now because it is a goal of mine to be much more conscientious of time and to have really good time management. And I'm doing an outline because with goals, an outline is required or it's just a wish. And I'm tired of wishing for more time, and spending my time more wisely. Yeah. So I'm working on that. And all these years being an entrepreneur, it's like, that's always been like my, my hang up, man, like my, geez, but I'm working on it. So I hope to talk more about that because I cannot be the only one that gets distracted and, your time, you think you're going to come in and spend your hours doing this, but then you're doing DMs, you're taking calls, you're right. I cannot be the only one. There's going to be a lot of people out there that just get all screwy like me. So being prepared, be prepared, you guys. Be over prepared if necessary. Can I get a little off track about one more thing though? So if you're not prepared, right? Some people are procrastinators, right? They procrastinate. Every once in a while, I have to admit, I will procrastinate. I do. Every once in a while. Usually I'm a Virgo. I'm pretty structured that way. I'm prepared, if not over prepared. But every now and then I do procrastinate. And do you know what I find when I procrastinate sometimes? I find that because now it's crunch time, now I have to come, my creative juices flow like never before. Because it's like I gotta squeeze out a really great fucking idea, something super cool, super innovating, and put it together in crunch time because I procrastinated. And I don't know if it's the pressure, the stress, but I create like sometimes magic in those moments. You are nodding your head at me, Willow.
I was the exact same way in college. I think I've gotten
Yeah.
better at procrastination, but in college, I would wait until the day before it was due, and I would crush something out that was just, it astounded me that I was able to get that done in 6 hours.
Yeah, because
Like,
you're forced.
Yeah.
Like your back is up against the wall. It's like, right? Like all like do or die, ride or
Yeah.
die. You got to get this done like now or
and
it's
they
over.
say pressure makes diamonds, so I mean,
Yeah.
if you're under pressure, you're
Yeah.
hopefully,
I like that.
hopefully
Pressure makes
it's gonna make
diamonds.
something good.
Yeah, I like that. But can you imagine like all your projects, you procrastinate everything? I would die. I would kill myself. That's too much pressure.
I used to do that, not anymore.
Oh, right? Oh my God. Every now and then a procrastinated project, it's okay.
Yeah,
Right.
not all of them,
No,
but,
but
maybe one or two.
maybe one or two, right? But yeah, no. So, okay, listeners, mostly be prepared. Mostly. Mostly. Yeah, no. I definitely couldn't live my life like that for every project and every deadline, hell no. I would have a nervous breakdown. I would be a hot mess. I would be a hot mess. I just would be. Not good. And Kat, I don't think Kat would. I would drink. I would drink. Kat would have to drink. Kat would be the drinker, because she would have to live with me in that state of mind, that constant state of mind. It would not be good for Kat. It would not be good for Kat. Kat would. She would drink. She would drink,
Let's not do that.
and then drinking causes aging. That wouldn't be good. It wouldn't be good.